Hello everyone. Um, Operator Starsky here. It's so cool to see you here. Alrighty. We have a small live slash update, which will contain a lot of news. And before I forget, so first of all, yes, the USA will deliver $100 million to support Ukraine, which is like what the precious news that we have as of now. And also, my bro Mercado is coming to Ukraine really soon. And by the way, he texted me, I believe. Uh, oh, yeah. So he said he's ready to join us, by the way. That is so cool. I think we can definitely do that today. Um, and yeah, Mercado will bring, Mercado and the guys will bring a new convoy of trucks for the Ukrainian military, which is again amazing news. NAFO 69 Sniffing Brigade brought, I don't know, probably around 200 trucks already. There's 666 people in the chat, which is amazing. We know that Russians are afraid of Satanist, Jewish, gay, Nazi, and whatever. So everything goes according to plan. Oh, now it's 700. All right. Let's talk real quick about the recent update from the front lines. We know that there's more than 600 Russian orcs eliminated in the past 24 hours. We see that the number of eliminated tanks and armored vehicles is much lower than usual. And the explanation is that they don't bring their vehicles and tanks as much as previously to support their advancing troops in Avdiivka. And basically, they have five main directions, five main spans of the front lines where they're attacking at the same time, which is Kupiansk-Liman, Avdiivka, Bakhmut, and Marienka, I believe. So, because I don't want to... just a second. Oh my god, I wasn't prepared for this. It's so bad. It's Marienka, Avdiivka, Bakhmut, Liman, and Kupiansk, as I mentioned. Those are five main spans of the front line where it's the most hardest right now. And we received information from the Institute for Studying Warfare that again those guys are amazing, and they do really good job assessing the situation on the Ukrainian front lines. Something they like, how to say it, some information they don't really have at this point, but they will have it probably a bit later. Don Patron, hello my bro. OCT level 70 and all the beautiful people. So there is information that in the area of Kherson on the left bank, the Ukrainian armed forces performed a successful crossing of the river. So Russian occupational administration had to move from Oleshky further back to the rear to the village of Veliki Kopany, and this is where they're currently residing. And another interesting update is that in the past several days, the armed forces of Ukraine also performed successful counterattack near Avdiivka, near the village of Stepove. We know that Russian troops were pushed back, and we also have information that all their attacks in the area of Avdiivka were deflected in the past 24 hours, which is great, which is amazing. Again, as I mentioned, they don't use much tanks and armored vehicles as they did previously. Again, they're trying to attack in 5 different directions, and they're trying to find a weak spot on the in the positions of the Ukrainian defenders. That's why they also have to stretch whatever resources they have, whatever reserves they have. And the guys from Avdiivka report that the situation is under control there, but at the same time in Bakhmut, it's really hard. So, okay, we have a call from Andrew Mercado here. Not really a call, but let me just briefly call him and talk a bit. All right, where are you? Where are you, my bro? Where are you? Oh, here you are. Okay, just a second, guys. It's like 1 minute. Hey, hello, my friend. Listen, I'm having a stream right now, and I was wondering if you would like to join us. In like several minutes. I will just drop you the link real quick. Yeah, great. So you can use like a link for to join. You know how to do it. Yeah. Okay. I will drop you the link in just 1 minute. All right. Okay, this was so cool, and let me try and invite my buddy Mercado. Regarding Gherkin Max, we will talk about it just a bit later. Oh, okay. Let me. Where's my Telegram? Here it is. Yeah, that will be super cool. Because Mercado, we all love Mercado, and hopefully we will have some more Good Morning Kyiv shows together very, very soon. I know that you missed that a lot. So did I. All right, I've sent him a link, and let's just wait until Andrew pushes the magical button. Okay, and another great update from Ukraine is that Mr. Lloyd Austin arrived today to Kyiv, and this visit was dedicated to the growing support for buddy. That's the wrong. Don't do this, please. Oh my God. Andrew, this is the link to join. Okay. He'll figure it out. He's a military. Yeah, so Mr. Lloyd Austin arrived to Ukraine, and he expressed the readiness of the U.S. to keep supporting Ukraine. Again, Russians and pro-Russians, they dream basically to see this support seized or stopped, and they're dreaming of watching Ukrainians being completely hopeless and helpless. But it won't happen because one way or another, even despite all the threats that we see every day in Europe and in the US, all the threats to Ukraine, to democracy, we see that the support of the democratic countries to Ukraine only grows. And if last year we could not even imagine things like, having things like F-16s, ATACMS missiles, and things like that, that nowadays it's a reality, and hopefully already this winter we will receive those beautiful F-16 Falcons that will provide us our so much required, so much necessary combat air support for our troops. Okay, and while we're waiting for my brother Andrew, yeah, this is the picture of today's meeting, and again, it's really symbolic. I would say it's symbolic um, because of all the processes that we see every day in Europe, specifically in Europe, because Russians are investing crazy amount of money into informational warfare, into promoting and developing those far right movements all around Europe, as well as the US. And basically, their main message is like, stop supporting Ukraine. Uh, like, let's think about ourselves, and things like that, which is like, it's an okay message, but at the same time, again, they're pumped up with Russian propaganda, and if you scratch those, far right nationalists and conservatives a bit, they will start radiating Russian propaganda. They will start saying that, well, yeah, appears that actually Chinese and Russians, well, they're the good guys. All right, so we have Andrew here, and let me check real quick how to. Yeah, all right, Andrew.
All right.
Let me drop you in the chat here. Okay.
Please, let me pull up your chat.
Can you hear me, my bro?
I can hear you, bro.
All righty, all right. It's so nice to see you.
So nice to see you too, bro. Being a guest on your platform. This is awesome.
Yeah, yeah, this is amazing. And bro, I missed you so much. I need you here in Ukraine with Mountain Dew.
Bro, I heard the sex tunnels have been opened lately. So my invitation, I accepted it. All I had to do was bring a truck for the Ukrainian soldiers, and apparently that's how we get in.
Yeah, yeah, you will receive like a free pass for an extended period of time. So, can you please tell us what are you doing right now?
Right now, I'm in Estonia. I just flew in a few hours ago. It'd be like what 2:17 p.m. So it'd be this morning in the United States. I checked out the truck. We're getting ready for the convoy. We leave Wednesday morning, so we're kind of like meeting up with each other, getting the logistics down because it's a lot of work that the NAFO 69th Sniffing Brigade has to do. Like to bring like 30 some civilians from all around the world from Estonia, which many people don't usually go to. I mean, it's a beautiful country, but it's not like a common destination for many travelers. So like come here, it's a new place, and then we have to travel through multiple countries and then into Ukraine, through the border. So it's a lot of logistical work and just a lot of things that the NAFO fellas have to do behind the scenes to get all of this going because it's a big deal. This is the 23rd convoy. 23 convoys. Yeah, I think they just put out numbers on Twitter just before you had went live, and they tagged me, and they think it's like 81 million euro. I think the NAFO 69th Brigade has raised from various fundraisers. It's just like it's just incredible the work that they keep doing. So right now, it's just nighttime. I'm just kind of relaxing, gonna get a good night's sleep later, and then wake up tomorrow. We're gonna pick up some drones in some locations. We're going to pick up a few other trucks. There's a film crew with us, so they're going to be like doing a documentary of this, a big one. So it's going to get some good attention. So the NAFO guys really know how to get their marketing out there, and how to do some videos. So I'm pretty excited for this one.
Yeah, they're amazing. And how many trucks will arrive to Ukraine this time?
I believe there's like close to about 20 trucks. Close to, I'll get the total for you tomorrow, like the actual, because there's like still trucks coming in, or like people still doing things to the very end. Like they really get things to the very, very end to when it's time to go. It's a lot of work. That's why these convoys are usually at the end of the month every time, because the whole month is just spent gathering trucks and drones and other things. Like it's a lot of work.
Yeah, for those people who don't know, uh, the chief of NAFO 69, Ragnar, he's crazy. He doesn't sleep at all, guys. If I sleep like several hours a day, but Ragnar, he pumps his internal system with like coffee and energetics, and he just works, and he's searching for cars, for trucks. He manages all kinds of repair works and stuff, because every truck brought from NAFO 69 to Ukraine, before this truck arrives to Ukraine, it passes through like different type of repairs, service, paint job. Also, each truck contains new tires,
Yep.
and yeah, and then those brave people, they drive them to Ukraine all the way from like all around the world. And tell me, how much time does it take to bring those trucks from Estonia to Kyiv?
At least 30 hours. And this time it's probably going to take might take close to 40 just due to the weather. I mean, we have cold weather conditions now. You have ice on the roads now. I mean, it snowed in Ukraine. I think it snowed in Ukraine today in Kyiv, early in the morning. So you got snow conditions, but also a situation at the border, with the Polish truckers could hold us back. I think that Ragnar's already got things in place to make sure that our NAFO convoy, will be fine and get through. But still, it could be an added weight now. And also just the unknown of waiting at the border too, because when you go through the crossing, and that's why I can't wait for Ukraine to join the EU, because this crossing takes so long. And when you're in when you're in the EU countries, you don't have to do this. You do it one time when you enter a European country, and then you're fine, and you don't have to do this customs and all this border checking. But yeah, you get through the border, Poland guards check you, and this process can take between 2 to 5 hours, just the border crossing alone. And the NAFO convoys, at least the ones I've been on, have been pretty quick, and they haven't taken more than like 3 hours. They've been less than 3 hours, which isn't bad at all at the border. But yeah, the drive alone will take us at least 30 hours from Tallinn to get to Kyiv.
It's crazy. And what are your plans for staying in Kyiv?
I am staying at near Andriivsky Descent this time. I got a B&B there because I wanted to stay near Podil, because I've kind of been staying off of Krishatik, and it's a good spot, but I can't really afford it this time. And I'm only staying for a week, so to spend that much money on that, because you know the place, it's a nice place. So I'd rather just save the money, and I was able to donate a little extra to the NAFO. So I got a nicer one bedroom B&B on Andriivsky Descent, which I've already shown my viewers. That place is awesome. And they got the haunted castle that's on there too, that you showed me. And it's just a really, really cool spot. And I love Podil as well. So new location this time. I'm pretty excited. And yeah, I'll be there for about a week. And my goal is to stream. I'm going to stream at a normal time. About if you stream at 10, I'm going to stream about 2 hours before you. So that way, if you still stream, I can send my viewers to you. So 8 o'clock my time, and then I want to wake up and just do content more around Kyiv, because I feel, especially now, Ukraine needs more attention, need more video. Like those of us that do video and do content, we have to step up more and provide more, do more interviews, do more. Like we have to get the attention back on Ukraine, and that's up to us that do the content.
Yeah, absolutely. We are
Hmm.
informational warriors,
Yes, we are.
one way or another, and we have to bring all kinds of publicity to Ukraine as much as we can. So Podil, I will show you some really nice place where they cook, those like ribs, and
Yeah,
they are fantastic. I'm not sure if you have been there like already, but it's like one of the coolest places in Podil if you want to taste like meat, steak, ribs, things like that.
you already
Uh,
know. That's we love that here in the U.S. So we have to go there, and then we definitely have to go to your sushi spot. That's like a
yeah,
legendary spot now at this point. We have to take a photo and everything.
yeah.
Because who did you bring there recently to your sushi spot? You,
Uh,
Rick. Rick,
Rick,
right?
yeah,
Yeah. What did he think?
yeah. Rick was surprised. He said like, "Yeah, this is actually the best sushi like in the whole Kiev," and I was like, "I warned you."
Oh,
Yeah,
you weren't kidding. I'm gonna say it is some of the best sushi I've had in general. I mean, the whole menu, I mean, when Starsky's sushi restaurant, you guys, literally the menu, it's multiple pages of sushi. Like it's not just, some sushi restaurants you get like one page of sushi, like good sushi rolls. No, his is like multiple, and you get memes in the menu because it's hilarious because they have like things for kids to draw on, but there's memes on there, and it's just a really, really awesome. The lemonades are giant lemonades, super big. It's a really awesome, but I'll take some more video of it this time. I just wanted to experience it for myself without doing content around it first. But yeah, it is a sushi spot. I'll tell you what.
yeah. Let me see. Would you like to stay with us at least for a while because
Of course.
I have some Russian cringe to show, and
Yeah.
if so, let me just pick a new view for us. All right. Yeah, we can use this one definitely. Okay. Let's see. One. Oh, wait. One, two, three.
Oh, wow.
All right. High technologies, bro.
Oh
So,
wow, bro.
yeah. So, we were talking about the most recent news, which was the visit of Mr. Lloyd Austin to Kyiv.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, Again, it's amazing because when politicians of this level keep showing their support to Ukraine, it's very very important. No matter what the Russian propagandists are trying, to say or to do, it's very important to us. And also here we have um, an army of drones.
Oh wow.
So 2,000 drones of different types were delivered to the armed forces of Ukraine from for the army of drones. There's like all kinds of them. There's FPV drones. There's bigger drones, like you see the fixed wing aircraft designed for
Big ones.
surveillance. Yeah, this is kick-ass. And those are 2,000 drones that will be delivered to our guys. Basically, they're already being disseminated between our units. But that's not all, because we also received 3,000 FPV drones, and those are specifically kamikaze drones make used to turn Russians into good Russians. All right, and which makes it like 5,000 drones in total, which I think is amazing. And
And bro,
yeah,
those are so cost effective as well, too. The viewers, if you don't know, those are not, they're very, no, they're militarily effective. Oh my God, they can take out a whole main battle tank. But financially, they're not as expensive as like a Mavic drone or others, too. Very, very good.
yeah, absolutely. Like spending a javelin at a Russian tank. And javelin is basically when you shoot a javelin, you shoot an apartment in Kiev towards the tank, like cost wise. So those things are incredibly effective. As we remember, in October, more than 40% of Russian vehicles and tanks were eliminated using small FPV drones that cost like 500-600 bucks. talking
Not
about
that
cost
much at all.
effectiveness.
They're very cost effective. I mean, it's that's even. I mean, the U.S. You know how much money we spend when we take targets out with our drones. It's like hundreds of thousands of dollars per payload dropping it. Whereas here, literally $600 on a, and the drone's awesome too. It's lightweight. I got the I hold it. It's got the cool trident on the actual on each individual where the fan is to fly it. It's a cool trident on there, and they're just awesome. And the fact that they can hold payloads, and also that thing can take out a main battle tank. You guys, the T-72 can get absolutely crippled by one of these. You
Yeah,
just can't ask for better.
yeah. There's a question from level 70. Do they use AI? So generally they don't, but some of them do.
Ooh, that's fucking cool. They use
Yeah, it's
AI.
uh, it's a really interesting topic. Several days ago, I learned a lot of cool details about that, but I'm not sure if I can talk about it yet. Yet, I will ask because this info is
Yeah,
really
yeah,
really cool.
exactly. I haven't even heard of that. That sounds badass. Damn, Ukraine wielding Skynet before Skynet can take over.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And we are moving into the territory of the Russian cringe, of course, which was inevitable. And here we have a bunch of Russian not yet widows, apparently, protesting to bring Russian mobilized orcs back to Russia. So basically, what we see here on the picture, um, on 7th of November, several weeks ago, basically, they had a protest in Moscow, and it's something that something really unexpected. You don't see that often in Russia, and the thing is, of course, they were dispersed by Russian police in like mere minutes. This protest didn't last long. A lot of them got arrested, but I think it's a beautiful sign because they realize that the Russian losses in Ukraine are absolutely tremendous. They cannot hide this fact because they have all kinds of sources of information and telegram channels, and I think more like maybe less than 10 minutes. They just they just stopped and showed their banners, and they got arrested really quickly. um,
Yeah, it's like in some way the Russian mill bloggers are undermining their own wishes in the Kremlin because they reveal the truths about their own losses, right? Because
yeah,
they're mad, obviously, that they're not having success to kill Ukrainians, right? So they have to reveal that they're losing, and so that's how these mothers and others are seeing the truth that, hey, we're getting our ass kicked here. We're taking hundreds of thousands of losses, and they're not getting any answers to where their dead are. They never do.
yeah. Elegant mass hello from Arizona. Good afternoon to you. Arizona is so far away. Oh my god.
Wow, it's warm down there.
Yeah, I'm envious so much. Um, and
Oh,
this individual
yep.
declared that he's gonna run for presidency in Russia. Which, what do you think about it?
I think he's been, yeah, he has been gassed up lately. He's been behind bars too long now. He's in the walls, and so I think the walls are speaking to him and telling him to say things. Um, and I don't know if he valued his life even in prison. Clearly, he doesn't anymore.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly, because he got arrested, but after that, and he got arrested because he claimed that he's gonna run for presidency like several months ago. That's the reason why he got arrested, and now he confirmed this intention, and basically now he's dead.
I think
I
another plane accident, another maybe a T gone wrong, maybe a window accident.
In
I don't know.
prison, rather it will be like like murdered by a prison rat.
Ah, there you go. Like a feral rat just got into his cage and got him.
Yeah, and shot him twice. in the back of his head.
Two mysterious bullet holes from the rat. Just got
Yeah,
there magically.
we can definitely expect that because it's Russia. Strange things always happen there. As for the individual that will 125% win those elections, and I'm talking about this internationally wanted war criminal, Vladimir Putin, also known as Huilo, as you probably know. So recently, his pictures were ran through the AI, which confirmed that he has body doubles.
And the robots are on him now too.
Yeah,
And even the artificial intelligence is on him. And I mean, it's been obvious to common sense folks. You just look at his face, or you look at the various variants he's had, and he doesn't even look the same. It doesn't even seem like he's trying anymore for the West. Maybe just for like completely ignorant Russians at this point.
yeah,
Robotics.
and the craziest fact is, I believe that some of his body doubles, they're not as old as himself, right? But
Mm.
because he's getting older, they also must get older, whether they no matter if they like it or not.
I
And
feel
for
like they do some
example,
makeup, like some
yeah,
makeup and yeah.
and for example, imagine if he loses an eye or a nose, like all kinds of shit happens. They will also have to lose like an eye or a nose.
It's like a horrible deal. Whatever Putin, like say, what if Putin gets AIDS? You think they got to go and get AIDS too? Gotta go and
Yeah,
get.
but it also works both ways, bro. It's like if one of his doubles loses an eye or a dick, the dude will also have to lose a dick.
Oh
I mean,
man, that's an L. Being Putin's body double is just an instant L. I mean, generally, you just have to look like the guy. You have to look like a terroristic lawn gnome that was in the sun for too long, but and like didn't lost some hair. But beyond
okay,
that, you got to look like. Beyond that, you got to have every ailment this dude has. You got to walk like him. His little, got to waddle like him everywhere. Pretend like you're out of shape. Have your hand by your side. Hand disabled. I don't know. Only operating with one hand and then looking like that, and then having to be a genocidal terrorist sounds like an awful deal.
yeah.
But that's
I
Russia.
I still cannot understand this freaking habit of when he walks like this, one hand like always, like what the
That's
like he wants to
that's what I was talking about.
he wants to show everybody that he has a gun.
Yeah, like he's struggling, or he's got something up his butt. Probably got the gun up his butt.
I I'm carrying my sidearm like most of the time. I can confirm you don't have to walk like this, with like one hand attached to your freaking side, unless you want to, show everybody that you are an macho alpha man and you have like a freaking handgun. He's
Hmm.
so freaking ridiculous. This those shoes that he has. You probably know that he's wearing like those specifically
Hmm.
produced shoes with like high heels,
Yeah,
so he
to make him
appears like
taller.
a bit taller than he fucking is because he's like 1 meter 50 or something. Jesus.
Somebody in the
Ah.
chat just said he looks like a gerbil experiment gone wrong.
Oh my
Goodness, he
god.
does. He does, doesn't he? Yeah, man.
Yeah, and
So,
here we have another update. This time from this motherfucker. I'm sure that you guys saw him in my previous stream. That is Alexei Melchikov, Russian hero, Russian Nazi. He openly claims that he's Nazi, and he's chief of the Russian terrorist group called Rusich, operating in Ukraine for many years already. He is Russian Nazi. He was also why he became famous in Russia was because he was a dog hunter, and basically that puppy that he's holding in his hand on the right picture. Later, he was posing with just the head of this puppy because he killed him, and like he's a typical Russian, so to say. Um, so I would like you to see his next video because, like the previous one, where he was talking about cutting an arm from a Ukrainian soldier for Ukrainian prisoner, that's like half of story. We have something new for you.
Мы же находимся на вновь освобожденных территориях, и не зазорно спиздить на позиции стиральную машинку у местного населения. Они сами с радостью говорят: унитазы, стиральные машинки, все забирайте, на позиции тащите. Ну, то есть у меня есть холодильник, стиральная машинка, и унитаз у меня там есть. Естественно, это не покупал.
Of course they took it. Of course. And I thought that was their goal of invasion, was to take all the washing machines and fridges from Ukraine. Wasn't that one?
Liberators.
Yeah, wasn't that Oh, it wasn't refrigerators. Oh, yeah, golly.
How was the sound, by the way? Did you hear him speaking?
I heard it. I heard the whole thing.
Yeah, okay. So this is like a typical Russian liberator liberating Ukrainian citizens from like fridge, washing machines, toilets. He talks about having a toilet with like such a pride in his voice. It's amazing.
Once again, Operator Starsky shows us who the real Nazis are. Thank you, Operator Starsky.
Basically, yeah, and the dude is famous in Russia, even despite the fact that he claims in every interview, "I am a Russian Nazi." Despite this fact, he's like a Russian hero. He was awarded, I believe that's Aksionov, I think, chief of the occupied Crimea, who awarded him a medal. And like he wears those medals proudly because he's a Russian hero.
Actual like Iron Cross medals being awarded.
Yeah.
Wow. I never seen that picture. Well, actually, I think I have, but I didn't get the context around it. I actually didn't see that he's got an award too. So that's the guy on the left is the leader, the illegal occupier of Crimea, the leader.
Yeah. I think it's Aksionov. I might be wrong. Wait. Aksionov. Yeah, that's the bastard.
Wow.
So, and also we have a small update from our friendly country. It's not really big, but it's proud. This country is called Finland, one of the youngest members of the NATO, right? And we received information that Finland is closing its borders with Russia completely. And we already received some footage from that location.
Yep.
Here we can see Russians trying to break through the lines.
They're sending this is their fourth wave, you guys.
Yeah.
This is what they're down to. And they're trying to get in through Finland, and Finland said nah.
Yeah, and they're using like bicycles.
Yeah. Finland's taking a listen. I think Finland knows the most too of how to deal with Russians. I mean, they've had to fight the Russians before. They joined NATO. They joined NATO for a reason. They didn't need NATO. They never have. Finland's been a very strong country, very strong military. They've trained our military. We've done joint missions with them constantly. They were very powerful even without NATO. So the fact that they joined just shows you that Finland even understands the global threat that Russia does pose against Europe and the rest of the world.
Yeah, absolutely. And some people may ask, like, why are they so biased towards Russians and stuff? So I would just like to remind you that exactly 84 years ago, in November 1939, Russians were also liberating Finland from life, from their houses, from their property, basically from their relatives, and from their country. by bombing them, by destroying their houses, and like that's the same thing that we see in Ukraine nowadays. And Finns remember that.
Mhm.
They never forgot what it is to be liberated by Russian motherfuckers, Russian invaders.
Well, even here too, when I'm in Estonia too, Estonians know about the Russians and what the Russians did here in Tallinn, and even after Estonia had independence, Russians brought tanks back here.
Yeah,
So that's why I feel this is just from an outsider perspective and thinking about like the NATO guys and the Estonians and why they're so supportive of Ukraine, and like it's nonstop here in Estonia for how much they're helping. How much of Estonia's GDP I think are they giving, or like their military spending? It's a significant number because
yeah,
even like the Estonians, we have a border. They have a border here with Russia, and they understand too the threat that Russia poses to the Europe and the rest of the world.
yeah. And there's a comment from Leather Cat. So I think they're using bicycles because they were already warned that they cannot bring their cars with Russian registration. That's why
Mm,
they're bringing their freaking bicycles.
wow. Is that
Because
is
currently, Baltic countries as well as I believe Poland, they stopped. They banned Russian cars from entering their territory. All the cars with Russian registration, they're banned from entering democratic Europe,
mm,
which
I think
I
it's a
think is
good move.
beautiful.
Yeah, I think it's a good move. It should happen because obviously even the Russian population have no interest in stopping the war or like pulling the Russian troops back out of Ukraine to end the war. So yeah, you got to put some pressure on the population. This is like a non. It's not like sanctions. It's not like you're trying to economically hurt like the Russian regular people with this or whatever. But like, yeah, it's a way to say, hey, what your government's doing, what Vladimir Putin's doing, is unacceptable in the rest of the civilized world or democratic Europe.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, there's a great idea from Surreal Taco. You should go. You should do GMK on Krute. That's very important topic. I will talk about it a bit later.
Mm.
And so this one, because I prepared the coolest thing, for like the end of the show. So this one is absolutely beautiful. Um, Let me even bring it to like full screen because guys, you will enjoy it. Trust me,
Let's go.
100%. All right. So it's like a Russian church. Okay. We know that a Russian Orthodox Church is like an embassy of devil on earth. Everybody knows that. They're basically
FSB
like,
front.
yeah, FSB, like Central FSB office. But at the same time, they have a lot of different churches, which are even cooler. So check out this one. You gotta love it, guys. You gotta freaking love it. I will play it twice.
Русская душа, пробудись, 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 русская душа. О, просыпайся, о, просыпайся, о, просыпайся, Дева России. Мы берем, Господь, эту взлетную полосу. Мы поднимаемся в небеса Твоими баллистическими ракетами. Мы поднимаемся туда Твоими, Господь, самолетами сверхзвуковыми.
That's what it's come down to.
I gotta play it one more time, okay? I don't have enough of this.
Русская душа, пробудись, 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 русская душа. О, просыпайся, о, просыпайся, о, просыпайся, Дева России. Мы берем, Господь, эту взлетную полосу. Мы поднимаемся в небеса Твоими баллистическими ракетами. Мы поднимаемся туда Твоими, Господь, самолетами сверхзвуковыми.
Mm. Oh man.
Now I feel happy. Now I feel happy because I like okay. It like without this video, this show would be not complete. Okay. Oh my god.
My God. It gets worse. So when you think it isn't gonna get worse, the Russians are like, hold my vodka.
Yeah.
It's gonna get worse.
This is what we call penetrating the bottom.
Almost just spit my water out. Almost did. Held it in. Oh my
God.
goodness. That is just, I mean, we've seen so many examples of the propaganda in that type of a form, but that I think is that one is a special place. I think that one holds a special one now. From the what's that rock song that dude made last year or whatever, you know exactly which one. And then now, yeah, this one takes it.
Yeah, because I saw it twice. I think I will have to sleep with like my lights on all the night.
And they're gonna be like, Ruskia dusha. You're gonna have the lady come out of the computer. Oh man, you have 7 days now, sir. Oh, we all have 7 days now. Oh God, help! Oh man. Oh wow.
Oh my god. With that, I prepared some positive note, to finish the stream on a positive note, but I think we
I got
already.
a couple gifts I can show. You have a gift. You have something that I have to give to you
Oh my
when I
god.
get there. Yeah, you have a gift, and I have to give it. Well, obviously, where the hell did it go? Oh, here it is. But you have a card. Help. Okay, yeah. You have a Christmas gift. So I have to give you this from Marlo. So something cool
Ooh.
in there. Yeah. And then, bro, check this out. Tell me this is not fucking hilarious, bro.
Oh my god, that's a beaver.
Bro, it's a Canadian beaver from one of my Canadian viewers in Vishavanka in honor of the Canadian beaver, or not Canadian beaver, the beaver drones that like to make their way into Moscow, let's just say. The Ukrainian beaver drones make their way to the capital city of Russia. So this is going with the truck. I think it's a
It's
pretty
kick-ass.
awesome gift. Hell yeah, bro. So that is what else I'm bringing to Ukraine with me. And that video is going to be with me now because I saw it earlier and I was dying, dude. I can't remember who shared it on Twitter earlier, but I was crying on the plane. And
Yeah.
now I'm just gonna have it in my dreams tonight.
I can totally relate to that. And by the way, we have a question from Nelly Cat. What do you think about the fact that you have only one Christmas since this year? I think it's fine because, having too many holidays suck.
Mm.
You have to be like disciplined, okay, and you have to keep yourself in shape at all times, and especially now, when there's like war in Ukraine. So too many holidays, I think, like it's
They
fun
like in
every
the
day anyways.
West it gets expensive. I'll tell you what, when you go from like Thanksgiving time, how much money you spend on the food, then Christmas, it's and then New Year's and Black Friday sales and dude, it's a lot. I haven't spent a lot of money this year. I'm actually kind of excited to be in Ukraine around the holiday season this time,
Oh
just like I
yeah.
was for my birthday. Well, do you know if Kyiv's gonna have a tree or anything this year?
I guess so. We had a tree last year, and it's
Yeah,
a good tradition. Yeah, we had a
very good.
tree. Last year we had a tree in Bucha, in Kyiv, in Irpin, like everywhere.
Mm. It's a badass tree. Yeah, super badass. And also, there's a new expo too in Kyiv, right? There's the train I believe they brought from when Russians fired on civilian train car, and there's a few other things to look at from at least from videos I've seen.
Yeah, it's true. I saw
Yeah.
like this car on like this train car on Mikhailivska, and several more vehicles, civilian vehicles. So you're gonna like it.
Yeah,
There's a lot
there's
of things to see.
lots to see.
Yeah, and also to finish this on a positive note.
You're gonna get that
Uh,
new OLED. You're gonna get that new OLED Steam Deck, bro.
sorry,
You're gonna get the new OLED Steam Deck.
OLED Steam Deck.
Yeah, and the new Steam Deck came out with the OLED screen.
I think I have it.
You have it already?
I
Oh
have
shoot! Okay.
like the one that has 500 whatever gigs.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one that was the one that I got uh, during my deployment to Donbass. So Max had a Steam Deck. I think his girl gave him like a Steam Deck as a present,
Wow.
and the bastard was sitting there in the night. And it's like he wakes up at 6, he goes to sleep at like 3. I don't know, but whatever. So he was playing. He was playing Red Dead Redemption 2 on Steam Deck at Donbass.
Wow.
And I was like, dude, that's kind of cool.
You're
And
a little
eventually
jealous.
I bought one myself.
Of course, yeah. Who want to play Red Dead Redemption 2 on the front lines?
Of
Sounds like a
course.
great, of course, in your downtime. Listen, I was
Yeah.
in the U.S. military. I wasn't when I was deployed. I had a PlayStation 3. We had like a little cubby. Like we had little sections we had to make with our wall lockers, and like we had bunk beds. And I had a little area and a place for a little flat screen TV, a little one. It was like a little 24-inch or something. I had a PlayStation 3. Grand Theft Auto 5 came out when I was deployed for the 2013. So I played that when it came out. Last of Us, I played that when it came out and while I was deployed. And so I played some awesome games. So when you think of when civilians think, oh, video games are a waste of time, like when it comes to the military and veterans, we love our video games when we have downtime, right? It's kind of like a nice world to escape to, and you can hang out with your friends because I mean, people like Starsky, they're pretty heavily involved in current events, and it's lots of work and can be stressful and fighting the Russians every day. So it's a good stress relief. It's a really positive thing to do, in my opinion.
Absolutely. I remember in this Red Dead Redemption, I had a horse called Turkish. And I was riding this horse, and eventually some guys from Turkey, they surrounded me and started like harassing me. They tied me up and started like punching me and stuff. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Why? And the dude goes, why is your horse called Turkish? I'm like, because it's a Turkish horse, you idiot. Oh my god, people are so brutal sometimes.
Brutal.
Yeah, but this stuff is cool. Unless by the way, unless it's not like a relief, but rather uh, like a cycle. Our commander of the recon platoon returns from like a mission. He's like covered in blood of his enemies. He smells like powder and death, and he goes like, all right, it was like a cool mission. All right, like I'm glad that we're back in one piece. And he goes to shower, and he returns from shower. He opens his laptop and starts playing Stalker, like killing everybody. I'm like, I go, bro, like why you just had that in the real life? He's like, but it's so cool, bam bam bam. Yeah.
That's awesome. So I can't wait for Stalker 2, which, by the way,
yeah.
you guys support Ukraine by buying Stalker 2 when it comes out. And no sponsorship here on the channel, either of us, but the developers fought. One of the developers actually fought in Bakhmut, correct?
Yeah.
Or a couple of them, yeah, and unfortunately lost their lives. But the developers put their lives into the game, and for Ukraine. So if you support Stalker, when the second one comes out next year, hey, make sure we're all going to scoop that one up. I'm hyped for that. It's gonna be a great game.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna get one.
Of course, and it's a great. I hope that when it comes out, there's like a cool way to support Ukraine. I'm sure they're going to have some type of a fundraiser or something when it comes out. They have to. If War Gaming is with what is it? World of Tanks, and Warships, and the airplane one. They all did a Ukraine fundraiser. I'm hoping that Stalker does.
100%. And to finish this stream on a positive note, by the way, I prepared something really, really positive for you guys. So yesterday we had a fire in Kyiv, and Don Patron says I already bought myself Stalker 2.
Oh wow, you probably pre-ordered it.
Lucky bastard.
Yeah, no, I have to wait.
But it's cool because if you buy like a premium, you receive a premium access usually. Like you receive it like with the Starfield.
Right. Like some type of
Several
early
days prior.
access. Probably. I'll have to get that when it comes time, but I just have to save some money right now.
Yeah. And and returning to our topic, yesterday there was a fire in Kyiv, and rescuers who arrived, the firefighters, of course, they did everything they could to put down the flames as soon as possible. Here you can see this fire in the building. It happened in the night. But the coolest thing was that our guys saved this beautiful little kitten.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, and they also saved this beautiful little puppy from the fire.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, even though it's not really related to the war, but it's another reminder that we cannot imagine our life without our little friends that always support us.
I feel like it is relevant to the war because the animals, both pets and just wild animals in Ukraine, have also suffered tremendously from what Russia's done. I mean, just thinking of the Kakhovka Dam and what the Russians did, blowing that up, and the ecological disaster they caused, and the wildlife that they grew in their entire probably entire populations of wildlife that'll never be returned. So the animals definitely are a part of this war for sure, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. What's the details on the longest sniper shot? So recently, recently our guy made a new record. I believe he shot a bastard from like 3,800 meters.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. New world record. Yeah, even more. So you beat because the past one was like from the Marine, I believe, from Iraq. I had the record, and now Ukraine holds it. Yeah.
One thing I can tell you with big pride is that there are plenty of competitions among snipers, among different special forces. Prior to the Russian invasion, even I think prior to the war, there were plenty of competitions. And special forces, the snipers of the special forces of the National Guard, they usually were taking like first, second place. I remember that the most recent competitions that we had, the snipers of the National Guard, they took the first place, and they were recognized as like the best snipers in the world. You gotta Google it. Yeah.
Oh well, I'll have to look that up. When I'm going to return to my streams probably tomorrow night, just to update everyone before we leave. So I'll go through some of it because you're going through everything that I had seen. Because I wanted to go through the sniper kills and go through the history of it because that's a long shot. There's a video too, right?
Yeah,
there's a video with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Funker shared it. I saw it on Funker's Twitter yesterday. So
it's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Ukraine continues to do amazing things. Continues.
Yeah, and I believe he also used like Ukrainian sniper rifle or something like that.
Even better.
I gotta check if it's true. But
well, everybody, hey, make sure you guys have and you like the video. Hit this like on the stream. Subscribe to Starsky if you haven't. If you're new, support Ukraine by supporting Operator Starsky.
support Mercado and subscribe to this man who made me change my phone number recently.
My bad. I had an oopsie on my stream. I accidentally showed his number on the Discord. Yeah.
Русская душа.
But hey, yeah, that was my head when I did that. That was like, it just didn't have a brain when that happened. It was playing. But we fixed it. Don't worry. Viewers alerted both of us immediately, and we got that handled. So
Yeah, it happens. Happens all the
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, friends, I think we can call it a day. And would you like to say something to our friends?
Yeah, just continue, guys. Support Ukraine. Keep Ukraine in your thoughts. Keep sharing the content. Share Starsky's streams. Retweet Starsky's updates. I mean, anyone that you see that's doing things in Ukraine, make sure you're retweeting or sharing their workout, because Ukraine can be in the forefront if everyone continues to share and keep posting about it. Like it's possible. You just have to do it. So continue to support. Thank you for everybody for tuning in. You guys are awesome. That's cool.
Can I do this?
Yes. Oh, let's go. Oh, just for me.
It
So you
doesn't
like
work
that?
here.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's because I use this this unholy software. All right, friends, thank you so much for being with us today. Again, thank you so much, Bro, for visiting us and bringing us beautiful news from Estonia. And thank you, my dear viewers, my dear friends, for supporting Ukraine, for standing with Ukraine. You are doing amazing job. We will never consider you foreigners anymore. You are Ukrainians to us now, and my bro can confirm that, because
Facts immediately.
he was already baptized in the Ukrainian Orthodox Church. We already found him like a wife, an orchard with cherries, the garden with cucumbers,
It's
and
all prepared.
yeah, so everything is set.
Yep.
Okay, we'll see you later, my friends, and as always, be safe.
Slava Ukraine.
Героям слава!